Welcome back to Emily A to Z. My name is Emily, and today is October 2nd, and it is the first day of the first weekend of the Halloweekend Readathon. I've never done this before. I am joining in. I'm very excited. I have my game board. I've already rolled. I will insert that footage when we get there. I apologize now. It is not the best footage. I was rolling last night when my son was in bed and my husband was downstairs watching TV, and I really didn't have any other choice but to roll in my bathroom just so I could have like a quiet space, and I had to hold my camera, so it's a little shaky. Please forgive me, but we're gonna go for it. I did decide to start in this top corner in the library. I am also going to attempt the method of collecting the ghost hunting equipment in each room and then getting the ghost and then going out the next door. When I'm rolling a single die, when I roll whatever I land on, there is either a book prompt or there is an activity prompt. Each room has an overarching theme that we also have to incorporate into our tasks. So in the library, the red room, the overarching room theme is creepy, so anything I do has to also have this like creepy vibe to it. Let's check out my first roll. I don't have any fun like Halloween tokens, but I do have a little clue person, and that just felt fitting. And I am starting up here, so let's do this. 2. Okay, I want the ghost equipment. 1, 2. Okay, so I need to read a book that has Halloween colors or wear like a fall inspired creepy thing. Now here's the thing, I do have plenty of fall clothing and I love to wear that. However, it's very much for colder fall. We're not there. It's going to be like 90 degrees today. So I'm in a t-shirt and I have to go to work. So I'm going with a book that has fall Halloween colors, and I have picked the Autumnal. I don't really know what it's about. The blurb does not give much away. Welcome to Comfort Notch. Following the death of her estranged mother, Kat Somerville, and her daughter, Sybil, flee a difficult life in Chicago for the quaint and possibly deadly town of Comfort Notch, New Hampshire. And that's it. This does say it's volume 1, so maybe there's more. I don't know. It is a graphic novel, but this is creepy, right? This just seems so unsettling. And we have black, we have orange with the leaves, and we have some green going on here with the sticks. Yeah, this is creepy. This is very unsettling. So I will be reading this first. Okay, so I have finished the Autumnal, but I accidentally returned it already before I filmed this clip, so I'm gonna have to post the cover up here. Yeah, it's unsettling. It's creepy for sure, which is why I picked it. I also looked that in the book itself, it said the word creepy, and I was like, perfect. Oofed. This was heavy. It says volume 1, but I did learn that this is actually the complete series. It was originally published as like 8 individual like magazine issues, and so this is the collected series. It was heavy. Ooh, wow. Definitely unsettling. Definitely very creepy. Very not good for feelings. In this graphic novel, Kat gets summoned back to her hometown of Comfort Notch after she gets a phone call that lets her know that her mother has died and that someone has left her the house. She decides to go as like out of spite, because we learn that her mother actually sent her away from Comfort Notch when she was 9 years old, and she has no idea why. She can't remember, and she like hates her mom because of it. It like set her on this path of life, right? That was hard. And so she goes back to deal with her mom's passing, and the town is weird. It's beautiful, it's gorgeous, but it's not quite right. People are either a little too friendly or a little too not friendly, and like they have weird customs and weird routines and events, and no one will give her a straight answer. And so she starts to dig into the town's past and her own past, and the more she digs, the more her memory comes back, and the more she remembers about why she was sent away and what type of person her mother was, and just the events that happened in the town after she left. It does take a really dark turn. it got pretty graphic. There is a lot, not a lot, there's quite a bit of like body horror, there is some sexual content, and with it being a graphic novel, that is displayed on page, so there is some nudity and just some uncomfy scenes with bodies and body parts and eyeballs. Yeah, so really uncomfortable, but I also really enjoyed it. I think it did its job, and I liked it quite a bit. So overall, I think I'm going to give this a 4 because I did really enjoy it, and I think it's a perfect Halloween spooky read. Like, it was perfect. Which brings me to my next roll. Let's play the tape. Because I want the things. Okay. Oh, perfect. Okay. I've landed on the equipment. Read a book with a light on the cover or make a fall-inspired item. I have options for a book with a light on the cover. Of course I do. I've got She Who Became the Sun. That is the sun. That's a light source. I do want to read Direct Descendant. This has the lights on in the store. That's a moon. There's some ominous glowing here, right? I do have options, but the activity for this is to make a fall inspired item. And I'm going to do that instead. I found a recipe for like a pumpkin pie milkshake. So I think I'm going to make that later tonight. I might make one for me and the husband and the kiddo. We'll kind of see. And it's like sneaky healthy because it has like actual pumpkin in it along with like bananas and other stuff. So I think I'm gonna try that. Hi, bud. Hi, buddy. Plus, I told my husband if I get all my chores done that I need to get done, maybe we could watch a movie because I need to watch a mystery and I do want to watch Knives Out. So I'm gonna count that as my roll. Next roll. Let's get our ghost friend. No matter what, I need at least a 4. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4. Read a book that can spell skull on the cover or get a spooky book. And I landed on the ghost, which is perfect. I got really lucky. Now, because I collected the equipment, I do have the ability. If you collect the ghost hunting equipment, you can choose to ignore the square prompt or the room theme for the ghost prompt. So I did find a book. I am ignoring the room theme. I don't think it's gonna be like a creepy book. So I found this and I only grabbed it because it spells skull. This is Think Yourself Lucky by Ramsey Campbell. I have no idea what this is, but it has S, K, U, and 2 L's. Like that was so hard to find. So what is this? David Botham just wants a quiet, ordinary life. His job at the travel agency, his relationship with his girlfriend Stephanie. Despite what people think, he doesn't want to be a writer, and he certainly doesn't think he's one. But there's a killer loose in Liverpool that gloats about their crimes in an online blog. The fact that the blog uses a title that David once thought up can only be a coincidence, surely. He has no idea who is writing it or where they've been getting all their information from. And how could it be possible for the killer to go unseen even by the security cameras? Perhaps David won't know until they come too close to him, until he can't ignore the figure from his past that is catching up with him. It's not giving me creepy vibes, it's giving unsettling. I mean, it could be, but like, I'm not stressed about it because I get the perk of, I get to ignore the room theme, but it does fit the prompt. So this is what I'm going to read this weekend, and I do think that this will last me the rest of the next couple days. I guess I should get started. Today is Friday, so I have Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I have 2 more rolls ahead of me. I already rolled. I rolled all of that to try and get through the room. I know what those prompts are, and yes, I'm doing them in order, but I already know what's ahead of me, and if I think I'm running out of time, I'm not going to be able to do the book prompts. I'm going to have to do the activity prompts, and that's okay. I've already made plans, but you're going to have to wait and see. It's nearly midnight, so I'm going to go to bed. But I have made it halfway into this, and it's weird. It's really slow. It's kind of awkward. The writing is clunky. I don't know what's going on, and I think that's intentional because our main character doesn't know what's going on. And he is a bit of an unreliable narrator. David is just trying to live his life, and then like a chain of events sets things into motion. It all started because he like lost his temper and went on a rant, and some guy was like, wow, you should be a writer because of the way you talk. And come to this writers group. So he goes to a writers group and they're like, you're a writer. And he's like, I'm not a writer. And they're like, you're a writer. What's the title of your book? And he comes up with this obscure title. And then the next day, person that made him come to this writing group is like, hey, dude, someone's already using your title. And so he looks it up and it's this like blog. And all of the blog posts are these horrible, shitty posts about this from like first person perspective of someone who is like murdering people that he perceives has like wronged them in some way. And as things have progressed, David is becoming more and more freaked out because the blog posts are mirroring events in David's life or are connected to things in David's life, and people are dying. It's like this person is writing about killing them, and David is freaking out because he doesn't know who's doing it, but it's mirroring his life. And it's the name of this person is Lucky, and Lucky was the name of his imaginary friend that he had as a child. He doesn't know what's going on, so we don't know what's going on, and it's not clear. Sorry, you're gonna hear my husband, but like, it's not clear if David is the murderer and is having these like psychotic episodes where, or like dissociative identity disorder, where he then becomes Lucky, or if there is like a killer that has stalked him and has like taken on this persona of David's imaginary friend. I don't know what's happening, but also I'm not having the best time with it, but I do want to finish it because I'm definitely not gonna get another book in this weekend. But I'm halfway. It's less than 300 pages. It's not even like 250 pages. So like I am like halfway through it. I'm just not having like the best of time, but it's late, so I'm gonna go to bed. I will pick this up tomorrow and finish it. The weekend is officially over, and we need to figure out if I made it out of the room. Now, this book, Think Yourself Lucky, I realized yesterday it was gonna drag on. It was dragging on, and it was gonna take me the rest of the day to finish it. So that means the rest of my roles were gonna have to be the activity prompts. Let's check out my next role. I wanna go into the yellow room next weekend, which is the bedroom. So I at least need, what I'm gonna do is when I roll, I'm gonna get into that room, but I'm not gonna do that prompt yet. I just have to get to that room. And then that's where I'll start next time. Like that's the prompt I will start on. Okay. And that is space number 12, which is to read a book with LGBTQ plus rep or share your current read. So for a book with LGBTQ plus rep in it, my immediate thought was, ooh, Carmilla. However, multiple reasons why I did not read this and we went the other route is because my haul didn't come in and I ran out of time. And I really wanted to keep it contained to the weekend. So I went with the other option, which was to share a post, share on Instagram a picture of my current read. And I did do that. This is the photo I took. I edited it, whatever, popped it up on YouTube, and you'll see I am holding a sweet little treat in my hand. That, my friends, is a smoothie. And that was what I made for the equipment prompt, which was to either read a book with a light on the cover or make a fall item. And I made a fall item. I shared the photo of that, but please enjoy this footage of Kaden and I making our fall item. Okay. Rush it. Go. So it's Sunday, which means it's the last day of the first weekend for Halloweekend-a-thon. And I haven't finished all of my prompts, but one of them is to make a treat. You can add the milk. Is to make a fall themed treat. And I found a recipe to make pumpkin banana smoothies. So that's what Kaden and I are doing. Open the pumpkin, please. Let me wash my hands. Turn it the other way.
Other way. I was never good with can openers.
That's okay.
Never really understood them.
Are you doing it wrong?
Yeah, no. No, I'm not.
Oh, well, that's one. That's.
Take
Can
off
I
the
show you?
first I got it.
Well, that's not how it works.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
I got it open, I think. What? Oh, I just serrated the edge of the can.
Yeah.
Do I do it the other way?
It's okay.
Which is the the blade's supposed to go in, not out.
Well, you've already started it. You gotta finish it.
Whoops.
No, because you're gonna end up getting like metal shavings. It's not.
I just got the lid.
We're gonna have to finish the way you started, cause I'm not right-handed. Okay.
Wow! I cut it right there now for the top.
It's fine. It's fine. We'll just remove that. Okay. We need 3 tablespoons. I only have a half tablespoon. Did you eat it? So I think we need 6.
One. No. Dos.
That's only 1 tablespoon.
Tres. Cuatro.
Please stop that. I can't count. 3. Kaden.
That's 7.
No, that's 4. That's tablespoon number 4.
9.
Kaden, I just need you to stop counting, sweetheart. Yes, excellent camera work as well by my husband. The silent man behind the screen. Behind the me? Nope, that's... Don't like that. I don't know how to do this. Okay. Phone has recipe. And then we've done this all out of order. We need maple syrup and vanilla extract, and then extract, and then we need ice cubes. I need a cup of ice cubes. Go fill that with ice. Don't use the pushy. You're gonna have to open.
Don't use pushy. Open. Got it. How do open again? How do you use open?
Maybe I should get the...
Huh? What?
There's little handles. Yeah.
Oh, there's 2! I gotta look on the other side. Oh, it's heavy.
It's fine.
I did it.
That might have been one too many, but you know what? It's fine.
More sweet.
Oh, it looks like throw up. Perfect. That's how I like my smoothies.
Whoa.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Ice cube on the loose.
The sun's wild. That's all that's left after this.
What do I put in?
Yep, put them in. Okay. It's gonna get loud.
Turn your volume down.
Lid for safety.
Incoming noise warning.
Now let's hope this is delicious.
Fire in the hole.
smells vegetal, but also it smells like banana.
I only smell the vanilla. That's all I smell.
Okay, and then we have to stir in the pumpkin spice. But
Pumpkin spice.
it can go for like a second.
Now I get the pumpkin.
Pumpkin spice. Oops, sorry.
Don't hit the cameraman.
I'm not.
How much pumpkin spice?
A teaspoon, which is pretty much
What we have left. Dump the whole thing in.
I can eyeball that. It's fine. If anything, that might have been a little low. Just do a quick. Okay, you're getting aggressive. All right, Caden, glasses. The dumb part of me is like, oh, it's cold. Yeah, because we put a cup of ice in it. Oh, yes. If this isn't fall, I don't know what is.
Candy corn. That's a fall treat.
Look at that. Perfect. All right, Caden. Wow. It's pretty good. It's a pretty simple, easy, very fruit heavy smoothie, question mark? Now I just have to finish my book and I will have completed all I needed to do for this first weekend. We did that. And it's only fitting that we consume it, right? Play the next role. Another one. See, it doesn't like me anymore. That is prompt number 14. Read a book written by a BIPOC author or eat or drink a fall-themed treat. Okay. That's right. I had to eat or drink a fall-themed treat. It was perfect. So I made our pumpkin banana smoothie and then I ingested it. I shared a picture of my reads, my current read, whilst I ate my I drank my smoothie, and it was actually really good. So I will pop that recipe in the description if you would like to make it yourself. It was very easy, very simple. So that will be in the description if you want to make it at home. I will probably make it again because I do have quite a bit of pumpkin, and the kiddo really liked it. And it was, again, super simple and I would argue relatively healthy with pumpkin and banana in it, milk. Like, yes, we put vanilla extract and a little bit of maple syrup, but like, it was little and it was very fruity. It was very banana. I will say it was very banana forward. So if you're not a big fan of banana, maybe not. And I might add a pinch more of the like pumpkin pie seasoning, pumpkin pie spice next time. Anyways, I did it. I finished the weekend. So let's recap real quick. I read a book with Halloween colors on the cover. Don't worry, I didn't forget. I'll talk about this. Okay. I really enjoyed this. This is the Autumnal. It is the complete series. And I ended up giving this, a 4? Because it was great. It was very action-packed, adventurous. It was exactly what I needed for the best first of the month Halloween spooky read. Very intense, at times unsettlingly gory. So yeah, but like it was perfect for that fall vibe. So the other book I read was Think Yourself Lucky by Ramsey Campbell. And to be honest, I hated this book. If I was not reading for like a challenge, I 100% would have DNF'd. Why didn't I DNF? Because let me tell you about my brain. I am a rule follower. This is part of my neurodivergence. If there's a rule, I have to follow it. Like, I can't break it because then I am uncomfortable. So when I'm in a reading challenge, if I DNF a book, that especially for one that has like a prompt or a task associated with it, I can't just be like, oh, I tried and move on to the next one. I have to finish it. So I will read another book that fulfills the prompt. I just can't let it go. And this is in all events, like in all challenges that I end up joining. And I hit like 9 p.m. Sunday night and went, I hate this book. I don't want to finish it, but I don't have time. I can't read something else. Like I have no time. So I pushed myself through it and I hated it. I gave this 1 star. I'm even thinking about just 0.5, like no stars. I hated this book. But see, here's the thing. I spoil books I don't like. It's shit, okay? We're following David and David sucks, okay? I already covered this. As the book progresses and things start to unravel even more, I just could not. There's so much fat phobia in here. There's homophobia, there's misogynistic language, just all of the ick is in this book. And it really just felt like an excuse for a man to be shitty. A shitty man to be even shittier, and it's excused, it's allowed. Because if he's not shitty, bad things will happen, is basically the whole premise. I don't care if I spoil this for you. The whole concept is that growing up, he had an imaginary friend who he projected all of his naughty thoughts on, like all of his, I hate this person, they bother me for this reason, those rude thoughts that we all have, but like his were extreme, like to the max, extreme, horrible thoughts that he thinks about everyone. And he's repressed it and repressed it and repressed it because he has to be the best person ever, right? He has to be the good guy. And eventually his like imaginary friend like becomes sentient basically and starts like stalking the people that David has like perceived to have done him wrong, even subconsciously, and then it like orchestrates their deaths. So they seem like accidents or weird accidents, but people keep dying, but then there's like a blog being written about it. And basically the only way to deal with this is that David has to accept that this is a part of him and actually say the things he thinks, like how he truly feels about people, and not repress it anymore, to let it out and to just say everything in his head so that his weird imaginary friend won't kill people. And I finished it and was like, are you fucking kidding me? You are justifying a shitty man being shitty so that people don't die? Fuck that nonsense. Like, I hate it. I hate it. Don't read it. It's dumb. Anyways, that wraps up my time in the library. I have one little bit left to show you, and that is me getting into the next room. I decided I was going to roll to get out of the room, and however much I rolled is how far I would go into the next room and stop there, and then that's where I will begin. So I believe you're going to see I roll a 5. And that gets me out of the room I was in and like a couple spaces into the next room. And I'm justifying that as like, that's okay. Because if I had rolled a 2, I would still be where I ended up in that room. If I rolled, you know, a different number, like, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. That's just where we're gonna start next week. I have not looked at the prompt for it yet. We'll get there when we get there. But let's roll that clip. Come on, I just need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I am skipping the ghost for right now because I want to get the equipment, but this is where I will start next weekend. Cool. So that's where we're starting next Thursday. I have time to prepare. I will be back. This was so much fun. I had a blast and I feel really good. So about 2 books is what I can accomplish in a weekend, and that feels good. I'm okay with that number. I can do 2 books. We'll see how next weekend goes, because my in-laws will be here and they're gonna stay for a couple days to hang out and celebrate and visit. So I'm very interested to see how much or how little reading I actually get done. Let us hope that the rolls are kind to me. And this concludes the first weekend of Halloweekend. I'll see you soon.